this film absolutely blew me away. Like, and being in the IMAX theater, I kind of couldn't fathom and understand what I was seeing because you're taking this archive footage that was found in like a salt mine, and the quality is not only suited for IMAX, but the sound design and the sound mix is absolutely incredible. I feel like this is the closest I will ever be to like understanding the presence of Elvis a lot.
Yes.
That being said, how did you transform something that was scrapped into something so, sorry for the pun, but epic? And just like, what is in like the simplest terms?
A couple of things. I was talking about this with Questlove yesterday, actually, who was kind of not, so about Elvis. What happened is we find the footage, but then we find this tape of Elvis. Really unusual tape of him just talking about his life. And in that moment I went, let's imagine Elvis comes to you in a dream and he tells you his life story, because everyone else is always talking about Elvis. But he tells you it, like really personally, and then he sings, his life story. And look, I tell you what, this weekend we are opening on, 1,900 screens throughout America. And it's great. On IMAX, amazing. On any screen, it's like people are actually as close as I'll ever get to being in a concert. And I say to Elvis Presley fans, EPiC Core, get out there, get 5 people, 2 people, 3 people that don't care about Elvis, bring them in and see how they feel when they come out. That's my challenge to you, because you've had that experience yourself,
Yeah, absolutely. My theater was packed too. And I was just like kind of looking around, and it was just like such an interesting mix of people.
I love that. True.
Yeah,
even like
touched
little
by
kids.
This
little kids. I got so many videos, people sending me their kids jumping up and down. Always Tiger Man, and I'm still going like, what is it with Tiger Man and like 10-year-olds? But hey, that's Elvis. That's Elvis. He's generational.
Generational, exactly.
Yeah.
I would be remiss if I did not shout out Jonathan Redmond, because I think this is some of the best like film editing I have ever seen. I was just super impressed with just how it all came together. But like as a director, I imagine you're a lot like Elvis in the prep, right? You're going over things over and over again, trying new things. But like, what is that collaboration looking like now at this point, having done multiple films and now working on something that has no script, and you kind of have to shape the narrative around?
Well, number one thing, with Jono, as I call him, he's not just the editor, he's my creative partner in this. He and I, like, we had to will this into life. It wasn't like everyone said, yeah, sure, here's the money. We scraped the money together, and he was absolutely relentless. This is the most enjoyable film I've ever made. It's enjoyable for this reason. 1, I didn't have to write it. 2, I didn't have to shoot it. And 3, I was pretty certain that the lead actor was going to deliver, Like, I didn't have to worry about that. All Jono and I had to do was get out of the way and let Elvis truly be Elvis in a way in which he wasn't held back. And I can tell you, I have had people see this now in England, totally not interested in Elvis, not interested, of every age, and applauding during the film. Like, it's having an effect that even I did not expect. I did not expect the reaction. And whatever's going on in your life this weekend, I mean, this is the 1,900 theaters across America chance to play the hell out of it, as Elvis says. But I did not expect what is happening with this film for it to happen. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's the power of Elvis. He just unites, He just unites.
Absolutely. Baz, I do have to wrap, but I have to say that I've never been more endeared to the man behind the myth. But congratulations.
Thank you.
It's phenomenal.